Chosen one, have you ever felt a connection so sudden, so intense, so unexplainably familiar that it almost scared you? As if someone looked at you and saw deeper than your face, deeper than your words, straight into your spirit. There are moments in life when someone appears and the pull is so strong that it feels as if destiny itself stepped into the room. No hesitation, no confusion, only a silent certainty that something divine is happening. This is not ordinary attraction. This is not coincidence. For the chosen ones, timing moves differently. When God is behind a connection, He doesn't use years. He uses alignment. He uses purpose. He uses the invisible thread that ties two destinies together long before they meet. What should take months begins unfolding in days. What should feel rushed instead feels like peace. Chosen one, when heaven activates a connection, the soul recognizes what the mind cannot yet explain. That sudden urgency someone feels toward you, the desire to be close to you, to commit to you, to build with you, does not come from emotion. It comes from revelation. Their spirit has seen something their eyes haven't fully understood, and your spirit feels it too. This introduction is for you who are living through a connection that feels bigger than logic. You're asking yourself, why does this feel so intense? Why does it feel like we've known each other forever? Why now? The answer is simple. Purpose has awakened. Heaven is speaking. And what God has revealed cannot be delayed. Chosen one, stay with me until the end. This message will confirm what your spirit has already begun to sense. Your destiny is calling, and someone has recognized you as part of their divine mission. Chapter 1. The moment the soul recognizes destiny. Chosen one. There is a moment in every divine connection when the soul speaks before the mind can understand. It happens quietly, unexpectedly, almost like a spiritual whisper that only the chosen can hear. When this person saw you, it wasn't just attraction. It wasn't just interest. Something ancient awakened. Something written long before either of you took your first breath. This is why their presence feels familiar. Why their eyes linger just a little longer. Why their spirit reacts to you with a mixture of peace and urgency. Chosen one, this isn't chemistry. This is recognition. A deep inner knowing that says, I've seen this soul before. I've walked with this soul before. This is alignment. For chosen ones, connections don't develop slowly. They activate, they ignite. They awaken like a divine spark that refuses to stay silent. And the person who feels this toward you isn't confused. They're awakened. What seems fast to others feels natural to them, because their spirit finally found what it had been searching for. Chosen one, you carry a presence that awakens purpose in people. You don't enter a life quietly. You shift the atmosphere. You awaken clarity, direction, and emotional truth. And when someone who is spiritually sensitive encounters you, their soul reacts instantly. They feel drawn to you in a way they've never experienced before, not because they are rushing, but because they recognize that heaven placed something inside you that is connected to their own mission. This is why they feel urgency. This is why they don't want to lose you, not out of fear, but out of revelation. Chosen one, they sense that walking with you means walking into destiny. Something in them knows that you are not a chapter. You are a calling. You are not a temporary presence. You are a divine assignment. When chosen souls meet, they don't need years to understand each other. Their spirits already know. And once the spirit knows, the heart begins to follow. That is why this connection feels spiritual, intense, almost supernatural. It is heaven revealing that the time for purpose to unfold has arrived. Chosen one, this is only the beginning. The awakening has started. Chapter 2. Your energy exposes what others hide. Chosen one, this chapter reveals a powerful truth about why you often walk alone. Your energy exposes what people try to hide. You don't need to confront anyone. You don't need to ask questions. Your presence alone brings hidden intentions to the surface. When you step into any space, people feel seen in a way they cannot explain. You notice what others overlook. The subtle tone changes, the unspoken emotions, the quiet tension. You understand people beyond their words, and that level of awareness is rare. It is also intimidating for those who are not living honestly. Most people survive behind masks, masks of confidence, kindness, loyalty, or maturity. But the moment they stand near you, those masks begin to crack. Not because you expose them intentionally, but because your authenticity highlights their lack of it. Instead of growing, many retreat. This is why friendships disappear without warning. Why people act distant even when you've done nothing to push them away. Why potential partners suddenly lose interest the moment the connection becomes real. They can't pretend around you, and if they're not ready to evolve, they leave. Chosen one, understand this clearly. Your energy acts like a mirror, reflecting people back to themselves. Some are not ready to face what they see. Some are not ready for truth. Some are not ready for themselves. So don't blame yourself when people pull away. Don't dim your light to make others feel safe. Your journey requires truth, not pretense, strength, not validation. Chapter 3. Your standards are too high for the average person. Chosen one of the greatest reasons you often walk alone is simple. Your standards are spiritually, mentally, and emotionally too high for the average person to reach. Not because you're demanding, not because you expect perfection, but because your soul refuses to settle for anything less than truth, loyalty, and real connection. You don't want shallow friendships. You don't want relationships built on convenience. You don't want people who only show up when they need you and disappear when you need them. You crave depth, sincerity, and alignment, and that eliminates 95% of the people around you. Most people can match your words. Very few can match your heart. When others get close to you, they quickly realize you're not impressed by superficial gestures. You're not moved by empty promises. You're not someone who tolerates disrespect, manipulation, or inconsistent behavior. Your spirit demands integrity. Your mind demands honesty. Your soul demands peace. This is intimidating for people who are used to giving the bare minimum. They realize that being connected to you requires effort, accountability, and responsibility. And instead of rising to your level, many simply walk away. Your standards expose who is genuine and who is not. This is why relationships crumble before they even begin. This is why people admire you from a distance, but can't handle you up close. It's not that you're too much. It's that they're too little for the version of themselves they would have to become to stand beside you. The chosen ones were never meant to settle. You were never meant to fit into the world's patterns. Your standards come from wisdom, not ego, from survival, not stubbornness. You've seen too much, learned too much, healed too much to tolerate anything less than what your purpose demands. And the truth is this: the right people will not be intimidated by your standards. They will be inspired by them. They will match your effort. They will match your honesty. They will match your loyalty. They will rise because they are meant to walk with you. Chosen one, never lower your standards to make others comfortable. Anyone who truly belongs in your life will rise to meet you at the level of your authenticity, your strength, and your purpose. Your standards don't make you difficult, they make you destined. Chapter 4. Your energy is too powerful and intimidating. Chosen one, let's speak truth. Your energy is one of the strongest forces in any room you enter, and this alone is enough to make people distance themselves. Not because you've done anything wrong, but because your presence carries weight, intensity, and spiritual authority that many simply cannot handle. You don't even have to speak. Your aura speaks for you. Your silence exposes insecurities. Your confidence triggers self-doubt in others. Your authenticity shines so brightly that it highlights everything fake around you. Your energy forces people to face the parts of themselves they've been running from. This is why people act nervous around you for no reason. This is why strangers stare at you, even when you're quiet. This is why people misjudge you, avoid you, or suddenly shift their behavior when you walk in. Your spirit is felt before your presence is seen. Most people live behind masks. You live in truth. Most people dim their light to blend in. You shine naturally without even trying. And this level of spiritual brightness is overwhelming to anyone who is not grounded, healed, or aligned. They can't explain it, but they can feel it. Your energy is pure, intense, and direct. You see through lies, manipulation, and hidden motives instantly. And this spiritual sight makes those with unclear intentions run. Your energy doesn't just enter a room, it transforms it. The atmosphere shifts, conversations shift, the way people carry themselves shifts. Even the people who envy you secretly respect you. Chosen one, this is not a curse, it's a calling. Your energy was designed to be powerful. You weren't created to blend in with the world, you were made to elevate it. That kind of presence demands solitude at times, because not everyone is capable of standing next to a soul as awakened as yours. You don't attract the average person. You attract the sensitive, the conscious, the intuitive. Yet even they sometimes struggle to understand you. People sense your greatness before you fully step into it. They can feel your potential, your purpose, your destiny, and without even realizing it, many withdraw because they know they are not ready for the level of alignment your spirit requires. But do not shrink yourself. Do not dim your light. Do not apologize for being exactly who God created you to be. The right people, your soul tribe, your divine connections, will not be intimidated by your energy. They will be strengthened by it. They will match your frequency. They will celebrate your presence rather than fear it. Chosen one, your powerful energy is proof of your calling. It is the reason you often walk alone and the reason you will one day lead others toward their own awakening. Your energy does not push people away. It simply filters out those who were never meant to walk with you. Chapter 5. Your standards are too high for the average person. Chosen one of the biggest reasons you often walk alone is simple. Your standards are too high for the average person to meet. Not because you're demanding or difficult, but because you refuse to accept anything that dishonors your spirit, drains your energy, or disrupts your peace. You desire real love, not temporary distraction. You value loyalty, not convenience. You expect honesty, not masked intentions. You seek depth, not surface-level connections. Most people today settle for relationships built on ego, fear, trauma bonds, or convenience. But your soul rejects anything that isn't aligned, authentic, or spiritually grounded. Your heart knows its worth, and your spirit recognizes when someone isn't meant to be in your life. You've learned to walk away from what others tolerate. You've healed from wounds most people haven't even acknowledged. You've grown past the games, the inconsistencies, and the emotional immaturity that many still operate in. And because of that, people often label you picky, too much, or hard to get close to. But the truth is this: you are simply not willing to lower your vibration to fit into relationships that were never meant to hold you. Your standards aren't unrealistic, they are sacred. You refuse to settle for friendships built on gossip, envy, or jealousy. You refuse to entertain relationships that drain your joy or dim your light. You refuse to open your heart to people who cannot match your effort, your loyalty, or your integrity. People feel this about you. They can sense that you expect depth, maturity, and clarity. And instead of rising to the level required, many quietly step back because they know they cannot give you what you give so effortlessly. Your standards expose their lack of effort. Your self-respect highlights their inconsistencies. Your boundaries reveal their inability to love with intention. This is why you often find yourself alone. Not because you are unlovable, but because you are not easily replaceable. You are rare, you are intentional, you are valuable, and the universe will not allow just anyone to sit at your table. Chosen one, never apologize for expecting what you deserve. Never shrink your standards to make others comfortable. Never dim your worth just to feel less alone. The right people, the ones sent by God, aligned with your destiny, capable of loving you correctly, will meet your standards naturally. They won't be intimidated by what you expect. They will be grateful that someone like you exists. Until then, your solitude is not punishment. It is protection. It is preparation. It is sacred alignment. Your standards are not too high. They are divinely set, and only those meant for your journey will rise to meet them. Chapter 6. Solitude as Divine Preparation. Chosen one. One of the most profound reasons you often find yourself alone is because the universe is preparing you. Solitude is not a curse nor a reflection of rejection. It is a sacred time, a divine pause, where your spirit is being aligned with its highest purpose. When you walk alone, it is not because you are unworthy or unloved. It is because the world around you cannot yet match your vibration. Many are not ready for the light, clarity, and depth you carry. They cannot hold the space required to walk beside someone who is chosen, and that is intentional. During this period of divine solitude, every experience, every joy, every challenge is a lesson shaping your soul. Your spirit is being strengthened, your discernment sharpened, and your energy refined. The people, situations, and relationships that do not belong to your destiny are being removed so that when the right one comes, there will be no interference. Solitude allows you to discover yourself fully. It is in the silence that your spirit whispers truths that the noise of the world often drowns out. You learn patience, resilience, and clarity. You learn that your peace is non-negotiable and that your light cannot be dimmed to make others comfortable. During this preparation, the universe aligns not only you, but also those who are meant to walk with you. Your future partner, your divine allies, your soul tribe, they are also growing, healing, and ascending to the level required to meet you. This synchronicity ensures that when the meeting happens, it will be harmonious, powerful, and life-changing. Chosen one, solitude is also training. It teaches you self-sufficiency, inner strength, and unconditional faith. You learn to rely on your connection with the divine, rather than seeking validation from others. You learn to trust the timing of your life, knowing that everything unfolds with purpose. Remember, this alone time is not empty. It is sacred. It is a period of gestation, where your spirit, mind, and heart are being prepared to receive the blessings, relationships, and opportunities that are divinely destined. The lessons you learn now will become the foundation for a future filled with clarity, alignment, and profound joy. Your solitude is not punishment, it is protection, it is preparation, it is divine strategy. The universe is not withholding. You are being equipped. When the right people enter your life, they will recognize your light, honor your space, and walk beside you without fear or distraction. Until then, embrace your solitude, for it is the antechamber to the life you were born to live. Chapter 7. The Depth of the Chosen One's Soul. Chosen One. The final reason you often find yourself alone is the profound depth of your soul. Your spirit carries wisdom, insight, and understanding that many cannot perceive or handle. You see beyond the surface, beyond appearances, and into the truths that others often hide, even from themselves. This depth is both your gift and your shield. Because your soul resonates at a high frequency, ordinary connections feel shallow, unsatisfying, and even exhausting. Small talk, superficiality, and disingenuous interactions no longer serve you. You are drawn to authenticity, to honesty, to people who match your inner light and can embrace your truth without fear. Many retreat or distance themselves because your presence reveals what they are not ready to face, the masks they wear, the shadows they hide. Being chosen means you are called to live in alignment with your essence. The intensity of your insight and perception makes it impossible to settle for anything less than spiritual, emotional, and energetic harmony. You require connections that nurture your growth, honor your journey, and respect the power of your light. Anything else feels like compromise, and compromise is a denial of your destiny. This depth also creates a natural selectivity in your relationships. Not everyone can walk beside a chosen soul. You instinctively protect your energy, your peace, and your mission. Alone, you are able to refine your spirit, deepen your understanding of life, and cultivate self-mastery. This alone time is sacred, allowing you to connect fully with your inner guidance, your purpose, and the divine. Chosen One, understand that your loneliness is not a flaw. It is a sign of spiritual ascension. Your soul is too vast, too luminous, and too powerful to fit into ordinary experiences or relationships. Solitude is your crucible, a space where your wisdom grows and your vision becomes clearer. Through this process, you are being prepared for the connections, partnerships, and alliances that will align perfectly with your mission. The depth of your soul is rare, and it is a blessing. Those who are truly ready will recognize it, honor it, and rise to meet it. Until then, your solitude is a sanctuary, a sacred space where your inner world can flourish without compromise. Embrace this depth, protect it, nurture it, because the soul that shines this brightly must be honored, and only the right souls will resonate with your frequency. In time, the universe will bring those who match your essence, your light, and your purpose. Until that day, remember, your depth is your strength, your light, and your divine inheritance. Conclusion: embracing the journey of the Chosen One. Chosen One, as we reach the conclusion of this journey, remember that your solitude is not a punishment, but a divine preparation. Being alone, without many friends or a partner, is a reflection of the extraordinary light, intelligence, and authenticity you carry. The world is not always ready for the brilliance of a chosen soul, and many cannot match the vibration you emit. This is why you find yourself walking a path that is often solitary, but it is also sacred. Each chapter of your life, each moment of isolation, is a step toward alignment with your higher purpose. Your light exposes truths, reveals hidden shadows, and calls forth only those who can resonate at your level. This process naturally filters out those who drain your energy or cannot handle the depth of your soul. Your solitude becomes a space of purification, allowing you to strengthen your spirit, heal your wounds, and prepare for the relationships, friendships, and partnerships that will truly honor your essence. Understand this: being alone is not a reflection of lack or deficiency. It is a confirmation of your uniqueness. It is a sign that the universe is aligning circumstances, testing your resilience, and preparing both you and those destined to walk with you. Your inner circle may be small, but it will be made of souls who respect, support, and elevate you. Those connections will carry balance, reciprocity, and spiritual resonance, the type of union that fulfills both purpose and heart. Chosen One, embrace your journey. Trust that your loneliness is temporary and intentional. Use it as a time of self-discovery, spiritual growth, and preparation. Strengthen yourself, honor your light, and hold space for the right souls who will meet you where you are, ready to walk alongside you with love, respect, and shared purpose. The path of the chosen is not ordinary. It is a journey of illumination, awakening, and alignment. Solitude is your teacher, your shield, and your sanctuary. One day, those who are meant to join you in this sacred mission will arrive, resonating with your frequency, amplifying your light, and walking with you toward the destiny the universe has already written. Until that day comes, walk confidently in your solitude, knowing it is not emptiness, but preparation. Your light is needed, your journey is significant, and when the right souls align with you, your relationships, friendships, and partnerships will reflect the divine purpose for which you were chosen. Embrace this, Chosen One, for your time of preparation is the foundation for greatness yet to come.